Cinephiles, assemble. Hi everyone, it's Bella, and today I will be reviewing Zack Snyder's Justice League. Hey, my name is Bella. I'm here to review some shit. Make sure to like it so we can be lit. I'll take you bit by bit and we can celebrate it. You better recommend it before I throw a fit. Now let's review some shit. After 5 long years and a big fan battle to get this film released, finally, Snyderverse, we're one step closer to get it restored. I hope so. Snyder Cut is here, you guys. Big question in this film. Is it connected with Man of Steel and BVS? In Whedon's film, no. In Zack's cut, yes, in a very epic way, it is connected to the DC films, the Zack Snyder produced, directed films. Yes. For us comic fans, there are gonna be a lot of Easter eggs. There's a lot of cool cameos, a lot of little things that Zack put here and there, and I think this is astronomical. Like, this is a good day to be alive, everyone. I am a big fan of Batman, Wonder Woman, of the Justice League. And, when the first one came out, like everyone else, we were very disappointed and it was shit, quite honestly. And now, finally, we have it here. The age of heroes has come again. Snyder has brought us all this amazing, big, beautiful, epic movie. And I cannot wait for everyone to see. I hope as you watch this video, the reason is because you have seen it already, because you have to. It's amazing. And of course, the plot, as we all know, is all the heroes come together to fight this big evil that is coming to Earth. And, much like the first Justice League, only 1,000 times better in the Snyder Cut. As we all know, in Whedon's film, there were a lot of characters that were kind of put to the side. Not really put to the side, but their stories were definitely not told, their backstories. I'm talking specifically about Cyborg's story and also actually Barry Allen's story. And now that we see this, we see how much did Whedon decided not to put in the movie, and we're like, why would you choose not to tell this beautiful story, especially with Cyborgs, because I think it's the one that moved me the most. It was really emotional, and I was like, why would you choose to not put that in, Overall, he just did a really shitty job, let's all be honest, come on. But the past is in the past. Let's look to the present now. And Snyder Cut, the cast, the characters, the build-up was epic. The build-up to the characters were epic. The way that Snyder told the backstory of all of them, actually, in a sense. And, their character development throughout the story, throughout the film, was quite epic. And, Batman, in the beginning, in the first Justice League, we kind of me included, I kind of gave up on Ben Affleck as Batman, because he's just the movie was really bad, Even in Batman versus Superman, I liked Batman there, the portrayal of Batman by Affleck. And when I watched the Snyder Cut, I was like, fuck, why? This is the Batman that we would all love if it was released back in 2017 when the movie was released. The first cut, the Whedon's movie. So it's it's so frustrating, because this is an amazing Batman that we just see here, this dark, older, kind of trying to be the father of the Justice League, bringing everyone together, So it was actually quite amusing to see that he had it in him all this time, Batfleck is real, you guys. And it's actually sad that we're not gonna see him again. Hopefully we will restore the Snyderverse. #. Wonder Woman, you know, she's always a badass, but in the Snyder Cut, you can see her. She's like really badass. She's like more violent. She kind of justifies, not justifies, but she's more violent towards, you know, the threats and stuff like this. She's way more physical, you know, and that's awesome to see that side of her. Superman, Henry Cavill is the perfect Superman, you guys. I swear, if he stops being Superman, which we all know that that's quite possible now, it will be a sad day because he is an amazing Superman. In the cut, in the Snyder cut, you just get so emotionally attached to his story. You know, it was very emotional. And then you have Aquaman. Aquaman, I think, is no Jason Momoa just embodies Aquaman. I think he is Aquaman. I love that character. I think the comic relief from that is actually quite funny. Then you have Barry Allen, you know, Ezra Miller. He is a really good Flash, you guys. He's really good. Like, I cannot go into details because I don't want to give away spoilers, but you know, in the big battle against Steppenwolf, there's a scene there that is just, I was just like, what? I was literally like, what? It was so awesome. And I think Ezra plays Barry so well, you know. I love that scene, you guys. I think it's so good. I wish I could like just put the scene right there in the in this video so you can see it. I love it. I think he's a really great Flash, and I loved all of his scenes. I think he's great. Then we have, of course, Cyborg, who was done so wrong in the first movie, and especially now that we can see all of this amazing footage, all of this amazing backstory that Snyder had for him, and we are not using that. It's criminal, you guys. Like, I cannot believe we didn't use this beautiful, so emotional, so strong, you know, backstory for Victor. It didn't use any of it, basically. And now that we see it all unfolding, it's beautiful. Cyborg's storyline, backstory, development in the film was the one that I was most attached to. I actually cried I did, because it was very emotional. And let's also say that Ray Fisher is a great actor and he plays Cyborg really well. And Cyborg's relation with his father is also so beautiful. I think everything in that character, he's now a main character, you know. In the Whedon's film, we don't talk about her. In that, he was just like a sideline character. That's what it felt like. He was just like, whatever, that's Cyborg, like whatever. And in the Snyder's cut, he's like front and center. He's a big part of this film, excuse me. So that was very exciting, and yeah, it was the most emotional that I felt was in Cyborg's story development of his character. And also, I just want to give Jared Leto a big shout out because, you know, Suicide Squad, let's all be honest, that Joker wasn't that good. Let's just say the truth. And now he had the opportunity to redeem himself, and he did it. Like the scene between Batman and Joker, it's not a spoiler because you guys can see it in the trailer. That scene is like what we need, like the interaction that we need from Batman and Joker. That's it. It was perfect. It's like it was raw, it was real, it was true Batman Joker style conversation. I loved it. And fun fact, actually, they were not in the same room together. Like, one of them was actually in London, and Snyder, being the genius that he is, he kind of like, you know, prompted it all up to be this really good scene. So I love that scene. And yeah, this Snyder cut did these characters right in an epic way. And I cannot wait. I actually am going to rewatch it soon because I think there's a lot of things that I can go in and pick, like some certain little things, but the characters were extremely well developed, you know, their stories throughout the film, their backstories, the emotion, you know, it was very emotional attachment. There was an attachment to all of them, actually. But yes, personally, Cyborg. So It was very exciting to see it all happening in front of my eyes. It was amazing. Zack Snyder, the father of DC, we all know him from a bunch of different movies. He directed Man of Steel, Watchmen, 300. He's a really, really good director, and whoever says otherwise sucks, okay? So this was kind of like a complicated story. This was Snyder's baby. He had this whole development of how he wanted the DC these characters to develop in the future, and basically he got all of that taken away from him by Warner Bros. One day put Joss Whedon in a helm, of Justice League. We all know, unfortunately, the reason why Snyder left the project was because his daughter passed away. So obviously he stepped away, and Whedon stepped in, and that's one thing. that's the result of 2017's Justice League, basically. And the way, also something that I just want to say, the way that the actors speak of Whedon in the DC and in the Marvel universe is very different. Yes, Whedon is the director of Avengers, he's more connected with the Marvel universe, and all of those actors kind of like, oh, he's so cool, he came up with all these great ideas, he's like, he was in set, blah, 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 blah. And then you have the DC actors in Justice League, and they're all like telling stories about this toxic environment, especially Ray Fisher, what he went through. And that shows in the movie. Now that you know these stories, you watch and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. So finally, after begging, pleading, we have the Snyderverse back together. Hopefully the Snyder Cut is just amazing. Zack Snyder's, this is his baby, this is something that he's been developing for all these years. He has all these amazing ideas, even for the future, and this is his baby, and he finally gave birth to him, in the most epic, unimaginable, like perfect way possible. I am so happy. He did an amazing job. This was dark. The cinematography was amazing. Like, just the shots were awesome, and is everything that you want from a superhero movie. So I'm so happy that HBO gave him the opportunity to release it for all of us to see this masterpiece, and for all of us to see that, yes, his vision for the DC universe is correct. Yes, his vision for Justice League was spot on. So I'm so happy that he is getting the love that he deserves, the support that he deserves, because he deserves it all. He's amazing, and all praise Zack Snyder. The movie is 4 hours long, and it seemed like 1 hour. It went by so fast. The slow pace of it was actually really perfect. There was no dead moments. He actually gave the time for the story to be told correctly. Everyone had a time to shine. Every character had his moment. Even he even told the story of all the mythology behind the boxes and all of that, and that was amazing. And it wouldn't be achieved if it wasn't 4 hours. So for me, there was no problem at all with it being 4 hours. And also, the CGI was obviously altered from the first one, and it's 1,000 times better. Even Steppenwolf, you guys, his armor is awesome. Like, his face is so different. It's a completely different movie, let's all be honest. So I loved that. I loved also Darkseid. He was badass. Like, it was so awesome. I'm actually kind of into like shock still after watching it, because it's like, finally, Justice League, the red cape is coming. So yeah, it's definitely a defined vindication for Zack Snyder's vision for the DC universe. The cinematography was amazing. The soundtrack was so good, you guys. Wonder Woman's theme was even better than in the first Wonder Woman, which, how can you do that? It's really, really good. The visual storyline was great, and finally we have this cut of this man that has been fighting for this movie, and he has all this material stored away, and he cannot release it. Can you imagine? Like, he has all of this epic footage, this epic storyline, this backstory of these amazing characters, and he cannot release it. That's just must be so frustrating. So God bless Zack Snyder, for finally having his vision come to front, and be released, and having all the support and the love that he's been given, and rightfully so. So we need the Snyderverse restored ASAP. We need it. I want Justice League 2. I want Justice League 3. I want Man of Steel 2. I want Wonder Woman 3. I want the Cyborg movie. Ray Fisher deserves it. So there is literally no words for how watching it made me feel. As I said, I cried, I laughed, I was just amazed. My jaw was just because of how different it was from 2017's Justice League. It was a different movie, a 1,000 times better movie, and I cannot shut up about the storyline because it's just amazing. Like, the way that he told the story, the chapters, I think it's perfect. I think that these characters in this cast deserve that. They deserve to have that time to tell the character's story, their time to shine. So, Zack Snyder, please keep pushing for your vision, keep pushing for the Snyderverse to be restored, because trust us, the fans want it. We want it. Thank you, Zack. Thank you. Is it worth it? Yes, 1,000 times yes, you guys. Especially if you saw the first Justice League and you thought it was shit, like I did, and most of us did. You need to watch this, because this is Zack's vision. This is Zack's film. That wasn't his film. That was not his vision. That was not the way that he wanted to do the film. So you need to watch this. You need it. Trust me, the 4 hours go by like this. The storyline is amazing. The characters are completely different from the first one. The way that they are told, the characters are developed throughout the film. Watch it for Cyborg. Amazing storyline. The backstory is beautiful. It's a very, very emotional story with his father. Just him growing. It's beautiful. Watch it for Barry Allen. He's the perfect Flash. I'm telling you. I cannot wait for the solo film. After this, the hype is definitely up. Watch it for Batfleck, you guys. We gave him such a bad rep for the other, we don't talk about her, Justice League, and it turns out he's actually an amazing Batman. He's a really good Batman, a different Batman than what we've seen, but that's what we were looking for. You don't want to see the same Batman all over again. You want to see different stages of his story, of his life. And in this story, in his life, in this time, Ben Affleck is perfect as Batman for the Snyderverse, I think personally, and I hope some of you think too. So we need to see the Snyderverse. We need it. Is it worth it, you guys? Yes, go watch it right now. Go watch it. Get some popcorn. Put on a diaper. Don't drink water. Don't drink anything so you don't have to pee. Or drink it because you have the diaper. So drink it. Drink it up. Chocolate, popcorn, bagels, all day one. Pizza. Eat it up. 4 hours long epic journey. Zack Snyder, again, we love you. Thank you for making an effort to release this for us, the fans. We love you, and trust us, your vision will never be forgotten, and we'll never stop fighting for it to be restored. Zack Snyder. Okay, guys, time to rate it up. So, I will be drinking 4.5 shots for Snyder's Justice League because it's that good. So 4.5 out of 5 shots for you, my darling Zach. I'll be drinking, as you guys know, cachaça until this bottle finishes. I will be drinking this, okay? So yeah, let's do it. This is for you, Zach. This is for you, Zach. Snyder, we love you. I'm just gonna drink the 5 of them. Might as well. This is for Cyborg. Barry Allen. Cat. Okay, I'm back. Zack Snyder, Justice League. 4.5 shots out of 5. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I appreciate it. If you watch it until the end, thank you so much. I'm just a girl standing in front of a camera telling you to watch my really super duper cool review videos. Ka-ching. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment down below with the movies that you want me to review next. Ideas, tips, whatever you want, write it up. I'll make sure to comment. Thank you so much, and until next time, peace out.